Hi, welcome to Fuzzy People, episode 10. As always, I'm one of your hosts, Jesse Nicholas, and with me...
It's Richard Knyalchuk. Hey, everybody out there in radio land. I realize they're not listening on radios.
No, not at all. Computer land?
Computer
land.
Cybers.
Circuit
Computerland.
Circuit City. Circuit City.
Yeah.
Circuit City.
Circuit City.
That's where they're listening.
And we can call it that, because that company doesn't exist anymore.
Yes. I hope all of our listeners are just listening in abandoned Circuit Cities now. Just right before they doze off from some heroin. Just a nice little podcast. That voice you heard was our music liaison, Tony Melville. He is here for episode 10. And with us today, a very special guest. He is in the band God and the Architects, and he is a former abolitionist, Mr. Jon Brown.
Hello.
Hey, John. Woo! How's it going?
Good. The abolition thing, that was a long time ago. I want to say it's mostly just the God and the Architects.
Dropped dynamite. Or whatever Jon Brown used. Picked up an axe. Yeah.
Well, what's on the docket for this first segment? Are we supposed to talk about my abolition career? Because
it's
a dark story.
Sounds
I don't really like
hundreds years backstory, your century-long backstory.
Well, I lost most of it to alcoholism in the middle. Just sort of coming back right now.
Those 1900s were a rough time.
You're telling me.
What's your drink of choice? Whiskey? Moonshine?
Bourbon.
Bourbon.
From the South.
Delicious.
When you live forever, do you... We're assuming you've been alive forever. I don't know why.
Well, I'm just not dead yet.
You're just not dead yet. Okay. What did you...
It just hasn't happened.
Sort of every day is just one more.
Technically, everybody lives forever. Subjectively.
That's fair. That is fair.
Solipsism from Tony.
You know, it's weird. I when I was back home, this was pre you being in God and the Architects, but I have the CD from back in Jackson, the one with like the burlap cover.
Oh,
I found that while I was back home. I showed Drew and Chad, and they lost it a little bit. Like, oh shit, no way!
I had actually funny stories between times of me being in the band. The band has been around for so long. So many iterations.
As long as you have been around.
I think we covered that already.
They're originally a Dixie band.
We moved into skiffle for several decades.
No, God and the Architects been a band for like 10 years, right?
Yeah.
About that?
Ish or so. I mean, it started, Ryan and Jamie. I think it started with those two. And at one point, there were like 13 people.
All at once?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Like 4 guitars. It was just obscene.
Delusions of broken social scene.
Yeah. Like we just played the Thunderbird, and it was just like a circle jerk.
Or the Illogical Spoon. A shout out to another Jackson band that has like 20 members at any given time.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Do you remember when they had that like scream rapper in the band?
What?
Like
No.
this dude who thought he was in Linkin Park or something? I don't know. I don't know his name.
Was it Chester?
Maybe.
It's a Linkin Park reference.
Just by
It's been a while.
We just released a new album, I believe, or at least it's now on Spotify. Got an email today.
Oh man!
So
To be your
take
email
note,
account.
everyone in Circuit City, and you got.
It's happened. That new album came out.
John's
Did you guys,
email is the place to be.
Did you hear about the whole fiasco with Linkin Park at some music festival? I don't remember which one, but
Yes.
What could have happened?
the guys from Linkin Park called the cops. They were at a music festival, backstage, called the cops on Sublime with Rome because they had weed. And the police showed up, confiscated the weed, and didn't arrest anyone. And, like, somebody from Sublime tweeted, apparently, Lincoln Narc.
I can't believe that's a true story.
It is.
Yeah,
I can't
that's
believe
insane.
it either.
Yeah.
Why would they do that? Is there a rivalry or something that most people don't know about, or?
I think they relish in being killjoys. I think that's their whole
Not
shtick.
enough to put shitty music out in the world.
They're just back there
No, that's
innocently
part
trying
of
to focus on their rap core and all these distractions of marijuana.
And first they start off like yelling at me, and then they start telling me I have to like do more or like be better in the world. I don't know. Forget how Linkin Park was. They always seemed. I don't think this is the wrong word, but I guess they may have seen themselves as being inspirational or something. Like, oh, life is so hard, but you got to do better or something, or maybe just life is hard and it sucks. First you suck, then you die.
Well, life is hard and Linkin Park sucks. I think those are best. We can take away.
I wonder if everyone is middle school like the prime time for like Linkin Park fan base? Is it just like when it happened to everyone, or
That was us, but I mean, are they trying to hit a demographic still? Like, it's always middle school music.
yeah? I wonder if that's still the case.
Yeah.
I hope so.
I don't know. I never really liked Linkin Park, but as we just discussed, I was into Korn at that time pretty heavily. They were my favorite band, and the only band I really listened to. These were dark times. Lots of black. I wore pants with Velcro on them.
Of course you did.
They like Jinko jeans or something? Lead pipes, maybe?
I did have some Jinko jeans.
What was embroidered on said Jinko jeans?
Just some big obnoxious logo on the back pocket.
Was it like another guy wearing jeans?
Jeanception.
Man.
I used to listen to Korn too, to be honest. It's more into Marilyn Manson, but I was also palling around with a bunch of guys wearing jeans that were too big.
How do you think that made you turn out?
Well, like I said, I mean, I'm not dead yet, so could be worse, I guess.
It's been a strange phase in my life.
What's your embarrassing adolescent musical fascination, Ridge? I know you've got one.
Well, I wish I could say I listened to anything that was on the N64 Tony Hawk game. There was that, but I also liked, I don't know, I guess it just carried on for a few years, but I liked Coldplay and, well, that's not as embarrassing as maybe liking Eiffel 65.
That's the one. That's what I was looking for.
Really? Yep.
Is
Is that correct? Am I correct? Yeah, man, I really liked it for some reason. I don't know, my parents' main music that would be playing in my house was always like disco Italiano and like disco polo and new wave. Because my parents, you know, like any stereotypically hilarious Polish parents, they stayed in the 80s until 1995. And yeah, just my mom would tell me about her Thriller album that I'd never seen. She just tells me that she had it once.
Is that like a landmark thing?
That story's come up a few times.
Oh, really? I had that once.
Yeah, but yeah, so Eiffel 65 seemed like a natural choice at that point in time. It's like they just came out, blue dabba dee dabba die, you know, it just seemed right.
I think mine is the first album I ever bought was Bare Naked Ladies. I was very obsessed with them for some time.
Yes, Bare Naked Ladies.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever confuse them for Smash Mouth once or twice?
Bare Naked Ladies?
Yeah.
No.
Absolutely not.
No
Awesome.
fucking way.
All right. Just checking. That is all.
Just for a clarification, I did see Smash Mouth at the Jackson County Fairgrounds.
Ooh.
I wouldn't make that conflation.
Well, no. I think it's just like years of not listening to them and then hearing them on the radio again. One or the other. But no, Smash Mouth, yeah, they stick out. And Bare Naked Ladies. All right.
Especially remember that guy's the guy from Smash Mouth. His voice is terrible. Like Bullfrog boy.
So I have two funny stories from watching them at the Jackson County Fairgrounds. At this point, they're washed up. Like, so you guys don't know that, but Nintendo Bob, it's a Jackson figure. He owned like a video game repair store in Jackson, but he's like super Christian. He opened up this night, like he went bankrupt, had to close down his store called Nintendo Bob's, and then like opened this Christian like teenage nightclub called the Lighthouse in downtown Jackson, of all places.
I didn't know about that.
That sounds profitable.
Oh, man.
I walked by it about
Full of
4
profits.
times when it's literally nobody there. But so my mom won tickets to see Smash Mouth at the Jackson County Fairgrounds, and she didn't want to go, so she gave them to me, and I like took this girl that I liked, even though neither of us liked Smash Mouth. It was just like, oh, I got tickets. You want to go to a concert? And so I'm telling Nintendo Bob, because we were at the fair and like my family had a booth there for the balloon store. But Nintendo Bob also had a booth, and he was like, I don't approve of this band Smash Mouth.
What?
He was literally basing it off the name Smash Mouth. He thought that their lyrics were really violent and that they were like a metal band because he's like super crazy, like conservative Christian guy.
He's not going to check.
So that was funny. And then
Just feels wrong.
And then when they played, it started raining about halfway through their set, and I just remember the lead singer saying, "We'd love to stay out here and keep rocking for you guys, but a storm's coming in." And I was like, were they really rocking? Is that what they were doing up there? I don't think that's the appropriate word choice, but maybe bobbing their heads. And I don't know.
Eating a cheeseburger.
I wish they had a song called "Waiting for the Rock." Yeah, that sounds like a good time, though.
Oh, Jackson County Fair. Can't go wrong, man.
You guys have Nintendo Bob, some superhero that wanders the streets. What other crazy, like,
There is one of those in
town
Jackson,
characters?
actually.
Yeah,
A superhero.
Yeah, Captain Jackson. You guys told me about Captain Jackson.
Our alcoholic superhero.
Now you have Nintendo Bob, the super Christian guy that used to fix games.
Has an aversion to Smash Mouth.
Yeah.
Another funny story about him when he filed bankruptcy. Like at this point, because my family has like always known this guy. When he was like, he thought he was going to lose his store, so he moved into the same like store space as my family's balloon store. And so when he finally went bankrupt and like had to liquidate all of his stock, I remember buying Pokemon Blue version off of him, and I was like, it's like a teenager at this point. Like I just bought it for the novelty of it. Like, oh yeah, he's like $5 for this because it's 70% off because this dude doesn't know how to pay his taxes. And I remember like taking it up there, and he's like, "That's a good deal," and I was like, "Yeah, it is." And he was like, "Yeah, he was like angry that I was getting Pokemon Blue version for so cheap."
But didn't he market that way?
Yeah, right.
Could you imagine a really furious person working at a garage sale or something? Damn.
You enjoy those used Transformer action figures.
Kids will love it. Just as I did once upon a time for $40 more.
And with that, we will be right back after this inaneness.
Hi, and welcome back to Fuzzy People. We've got Jesse as always.
Hello.
We got Tony, our music liaison.
Hello.
First and 10th guest.
Oh, shit. Well, he's been on so many times.
Yeah. Regular, series regular. And then we got Jon Brown.
Hello.
Jon Brown, what have you been doing this summer as opposed to others?
I'm sorry to disappoint you, but my answer is also disappointing. I've been just working, selling burgers and beers. It's become my passion in the last 4 years. I also actually, all right, here's a better answer, even though it's not much more satisfying. I actually finally built a PC about 4 or 5 months ago, which I've been wanting to do for 3 years. So pretty much my life has been consumed by video games and Steam. I'm anxiously awaiting the Steam summer sale, which is coming up very soon. Very excited. Just deposited $500 in my bank account in anticipation of that.
Hot damn.
Because I'm an adult.
That sounds fantastic. How long did it take you to actually physically build it?
Just a couple days, and that was actually with several setbacks too. The business of just putting all the pieces together is really simple.
What kind of setbacks?
Just parts that weren't compatible and stuff like that, because it's the first time I've done it. Especially, I'd bought an old lab computer from the school my dad works at.
Nice.
And so I was trying to preserve some of those components, and it was just this sort of like step-by-step, piece-by-piece process where I was like, can't keep this. Like, I went and got the case and the motherboard and graphics card, and I was going to keep my CPU. It's too old, didn't fit. And I had to, that was like, all right, $250 for another CPU. And then it was like, well, shit, now I have to get newer RAM because this older RAM doesn't work with this chipset. It's just stuff like that.
Totally. I know exactly what you're talking about.
That sounds like a fantastic puzzle.
And then my Canuter valve failed.
Those are tricky. Once they start canoodling.
They don't make them the way they used to.
That's true.
Did you pick a special sort of case out?
The cheapest one I could find.
Super special.
You didn't want to build like a steampunk case?
No.
I don't even know what to say to that.
You mean you don't also woodwork?
Your mouse is on.
You're not a
just
metallurgist?
parchment.
Yeah, my acetylene torch has been broken for a month.
Well, this is actually kind of, not only is this the 10th episode, so it's a special occasion,
Yeah.
but this is also sort of a reunion for us four fellas.
Yeah. Actually, it's the first time that we've actually picked the name of the episode before listening to the episode. Because usually we go like funny, one of the biggest laughs of the episode gets the title.
Yeah.
But for this one, we're going with
It's a D&D for double digits, because the four of us have all played D&D before together. It's been a little spell since we last played, but...
Yeah.
I've been wandering in the desert for a long time.
Smell.
Gross.
It's even worse that I missed it. That flew right over my head.
Yeah, it's been too long, but that is going to be remedied shortly.
Yeah. Can't wait.
But last summer we would get together and through some of the weirdest conditions too. Like we'd get together in our kitchen in Avondale and get like a bunch of Polish snacks, like pickles and good bread and
Lots of meats.
Lots of kielbasas everywhere. The finest kielbasa.
Zutosa.
Oh yeah, there's Utah also.
That stuff is like was it a plum brandy?
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah.
But like we had to go through some of the
We made
weirdest
Jello shots out of it. I forgot about that.
Nice.
But like the night that like that a domestic happened during our game.
Oh shit, I forgot about
The yelling
that.
out the window.
Right?
And then the shit on the street.
We were like, we're trying to make pretend
Yeah.
bad things happening, and you guys are making real bad things happening. It's kind of a letdown.
Go back inside to your D&D. I know things got out of hand.
RP outside is getting way too serious.
If only we integrated them into the story, like they're a roving band of bandits or something. And then we enter this, like, crazy hallucination or something that we're all sharing, which would be really cool. Yeah, I don't think we should go fight people on the street, though.
Probably not.
No.
Get a little LARPing going on.
I hear they're very good at rolling dice. So.
It's true, we lived there.
What? I tried rolling dice in the street. It sucked. Well, I won. Well, not so much me. My friend. Won a sock of pennies. What? We've been meaning to play some dice on his stoop for a little while, and his birthday rolled around, so he had some dice that he took from a risk game, and he's like, all right, I got cardboard, I got a tube sock full of pennies. Y'all ready? Yes, we were ready. We rolled like there was no tomorrow.
I'm not a gambler, really. I don't spend money on stuff like that, but the only gambling I've really ever done was in the basement playing Trips and Dubs.
What's Trips and Dubs?
It's so you have three?
Yeah, three six-sided die.
Mm-hmm. And you have to someone help me.
I just want to say, it's funny that I just said three six-sided die, because if you just say three dice, like, people...
That's where they go.
Yeah, those would be like, 3 die.
We were just talking about D&D also. So.
Yeah. But yeah, so you throw 3 dice, and you have to get a...
Yahtzee.
Yeah, you have to get a double or a triple.
Okay.
And then, like, 1, 2, 3 is an automatic loss, 4, 5, 6 is an automatic win, but 6, 6, 6 wins over even that. So it's... You have to get the highest double with a kicker, or a triple, which beats any double.
Okay.
And you just keep rolling until you get something, and then whoever gets the highest takes all the money in the pot.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Money
Usually-
and the pot. Ooh. Sweet deal.
We would, like, play with singles. There was one time we played with cigarettes, and I ended up winning, like, 20 cigarettes. And that was... I was really disappointed that it wasn't dollar bills, but... I was also just, like, handing out cigarettes the rest of the night like some kind of cancer high roller.
Living it up.
I have to know, what was the value of the sock full of pennies?
It was like $3.50. About $3.50. About $3.50. Those pennies, man, you can't tell.
I mean, tube socks they're pretty long. You could fit a lot of pennies in there.
Yeah. Did you know that 20 pounds of any change is 20 or what? Not 1 pound. 1 pound of an assortment of change equals roughly $20.
I think isn't it only the silver coins?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe the silver.
Dimes, nickels, and pennies.
I don't know exactly.
Or
I knew it was
quarters.
something like that though, because like there was one time I brought a bunch of change into a bank, and like I asked them to like count it, like roll it for me, and then give me money, and they were like, "No, we don't do that." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And they handed me a bunch of coin rolls, and they were like, "You got to do it yourself." And so I'm like putting all these. I'm sitting at the bank, like I was about to come to Chicago with my cousin, and I'm like sitting in the bank, like putting change into these rolls. I'm like, what if I like shorted them? They wouldn't know. And then I realized later that they like weigh it.
Yeah.
Like they weigh the rolls to make sure that it's correct. But yeah.
Brilliant for a second, man.
Yeah. I could short them a nickel for each one of these rolls.
That'll teach it.
Yeah.
20 rolls later, and probably like an hour, got yourself $1.
You've taken all their lollipops from their lollipop bin.
That was ridiculous. I just like walked into the bank with like a Ziploc bag full of pirate loot and was just like, "Give me my bills." And they were like, "No, we're not going to do that for you."
That's terrible. That's terrible.
It really is. Like
Some
that should be
service.
like a standard thing. It was like a change machine.
Yeah.
I bank at Chase, and now they have coin counting machines that are just like an OnStar machine. You can just give them a bag of shit, and they'll like even give you the debris back. Like, oh, here's a piece of shit and a guitar pick.
Where'd these Canadian coins come from? Oh, Michigan. That's why. So many.
Do you guys come across many Canadian coins in circulation?
Oh yeah.
All the time.
You always give it back as change. and then give it his money as well.
Mm-hmm.
No one gives a
Especially
shit.
pennies.
It's like it's quarter, whatever.
Yeah.
It's more. It's probably worth more, right? At this point.
Is that a moose or something? Cool.
A moose coin? I've been looking for one of these. Yeah. Trinkets.
Should we do a favorite moments of our last campaign?
Best of.
Best of.
Which was the last one you guys played? Because I bowed out of the game a bit earlier
yeah.
than you all did. I'm trying to remember actually what was going on the last time I played. That was almost a year ago now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get the feeling that we may have played like a mini game after, because each one of us had Mr. Microphone. Each one of us were dungeon masters. We all had our own campaigns for, yeah, it was a good series.
Yeah, we round robined it. That was.
Yeah.
I liked that choice because it was nice to see everybody's writing style, but also to see how everybody kind of learned from the last person. You know,
Especially since none of us had played really before, at least not by like edition rules and all of that.
Yeah.
It was good. So we could all, there's not going to be one guy like, actually.
Yeah, we didn't need that guy around. We can read, damn it.
Actually, your magic missile augmentation only does a burst of 3, so you didn't hit me.
That's only good for 2 squares. But what did we do? We did, who was it? Your girlfriend, I think, read through. We did one from the book first, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
God,
The
the
catacombs.
catacombs.
She
The
was
one
so
thing she
nervous.
wrote almost killed us. It was so good.
Yeah, the beast was too strong for our wimpy ass level 1.
Yeah, it almost killed everyone.
We just started. We just left our town, and all of a sudden we're just being, butthurt by this catacorn.
A catacorn is a giant cat with a unicorn's horn. There is a watercolor picture of one on our fridge.
Still have that?
We still have it. Of course we still have it. Why
Yeah.
wouldn't we?
I guess
We'll put it up.
But yeah, Jen made so many different... She made all the treasure and stuff, made watercolors.
Yeah.
Yeah, those drawings were cool.
Fantastic.
So many treasures. Prizes. We won a lot of jewels.
I think the last one you were there for was the Mushu storyline.
I remember, I do.
Yeah.
I think we finished it anyway. I remember we got to the final boss, and I'm pretty
Oh
sure,
yeah,
yeah.
you guys beat it.
Oh yeah,
That was because we.
I remember how
finished it
Mushu
off.
killed him, like when he was defeated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was because we had that was a field trip. That was when we were gonna go to the park, but then it turned out that there was a bunch of Little League
Festival,
going on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And so we
D&D
played
in the park.
in a restaurant, and then after dark we went and played the rest of it in the park. That was a good field trip.
Yeah. It was a good time.
Yeah, because then, but like because that was my campaign, and I remember realizing like you have to break up the battles with riddles and puzzles. Like you kind of have to, because the first half of mine was all battle. The second half was basically all riddles and then a boss battle. But
Like that sliding block one. I don't even remember how he figured that out. What was the solution to that?
What was it? Yeah, it was like
We didn't blast it.
we had to figure out how to stop it somewhere, but like if you touched it, it just had like 0 friction. It would just fly off into the wall and break, and a new one would drop down.
oh, I don't remember. I was more proud of like the riddles.
Do you remember your storyline when you were DMing?
Oh yeah, my character got kidnapped after returning home. My character was Mushu the Fuck Dragon. He was a big dumb lizard warrior. But they after something we returned to the party came to my hometown and it was a big festival and then
We all wake up after
shattered.
partying, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then we're talking, and then I trip and fall, and I shattered into ice. And they realized that I'd been kidnapped for a very long time, and they go to save me.
It was crazy. We were so hungover. We didn't realize we were stolen.
Yeah, and we met met some guy that turned into a turtle.
Oh yeah. I wrote that riddle.
Yeah.
Shit, I don't
I
remember.
think
it
Julia
now.
solved that one. It was
Yeah.
I was fucking clueless, dude. I was just like, what is this? We spent like 40 minutes trying to solve that riddle.
I even wrote like a stanza of like, if they really need help, reference Ninja Turtles. It was like Cowabunga was in there. I was like, if they really aren't getting it, here we go. Here's a hint. But yeah, you missed Richards though. Richards was a like very well written. By the time we got to a point we were in, his character's cousin ended up being the bad guy.
Still Clegg.
Yeah, Clegg's cousin.
Clegg Windbreaker.
Clegg Mudlands.
Clegg Windbreaker, the mud wizard from the Mudlands. Yeah, I remember he disappeared in the beginning, like, he just, like, sunk down into the mud to go to a family reunion.
No, his cousin pushed him, like, violently down into the mud. And we thought he was, like, killing him, but it was just transportation.
Yeah, this is how they do it. Yeah, but then his mentor, Krakus, tried to help you guys out.
Wait, Windbreaker's mentor was Krakus?
Krakus.
Okay, nice.
Like the ham.
Oh,
Like
that
Krakus
guy.
Polish ham.
All right.
Krakus also sounds like an evil wizard. So, yeah, at first he's trying to help you guys out and everything, and the story was called The Mountain Maker. It's where a bunch of goblins hijacked this walking mountain, and they were going to form their own land. Or, well, at first it seems like they're just hijacking it. They're to stop them. But it turns out they were trying to form their own homeland of Jabronia. Where they can be free. Damn it. Because they were slaves. To a beach resort. So...
This is great. I can't believe I missed this.
Can I interject? Like,
yeah.
so Krakus, there was a point where we were on this fucking hot air balloon made of animals, like still alive. Some of them just sewn together animals. Hot air balloon.
It's so disgusting. They're still screeching and screeching. That's Krakus for you, man.
And Jen and I were so pissed that we were like, can we just kill this guy now? Just fucking kill him. I want to murder him for making this horrible, horrible thing. And like, he just, like, deflected both of our shots and then just took off. And if you want to...
From there on...
We didn't realize that he was the big boss guy.
Yeah, he was the bad guy the whole time. He was...
Yeah, turns out... See, and earlier on in the game, he gave you an orb to try and help you guys out. Like, it was like a communication orb. Like, where you guys can, like, talk to him. Mm-hmm. Maybe he'd give you advice or something. Like, reveal him in the shower. You know, you always catch him in a bad moment while you're trying to get advice. But when you got into the walking mountain, you get in, like, the control room, like the magical controller room, and you fight Krakus. And then it turns out that orb is also essentially like a big bomb. Like, that would blow up the entire mountain.
Oh, so he was just sending you in?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was just sending you
Bomb
in.
delivery system?
Yep. He was sending you in to blow up all the goblins.
Did he own the resort to which they'd previously been indentured? You know how I feel about slaves. So.
Yeah, I'm sure he had some investments here and there.
Oh no, yeah, because he was the kingpin. He was like getting him the drugs and keeping him enslaved.
Oh yeah, they love combos. Goblins love combos. So
that was
he was the dealer.
It felt so good to kill Krakus.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Oh, do you remember Jen caught a Pikachu?
Oh yeah, you did that crossover. I was about to bring that up. That maze was fantastic. That was a really well done little puzzle.
You had to go up a forest, a wooded hill, and I drew out like plot points, and it looked like a kind of like a choose your own adventure sort of thing, like a net or a web, and it was split up between odds and evens. Like if you roll odds, you go left. If you roll evens, you go right.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, towards the top, Jen rolled a d20. And for that one moment, if anybody rolled a d20...
no, if you get a 20 at all.
Yeah,
we were rolling d20. But
a wild Pikachu would appear.
That was great.
And she caught it. So you could use... Now you have a pet Pikachu in the game. Like, there were stats, everything.
That's awesome.
Attacks, thunder, and...
The beauty of a game that is limitless. Just let your imagination roam.
It really is like such a great game. People don't give it enough credit, I don't think. Back in the day, it seems like people shat on it, but maybe they don't anymore. I'm not sure.
I don't think it's really.
Is there any stigma?
Of like in the public eye, really? Well, as far as stigma, I think there's the old common trope that it's like for nerds, but I don't think that. And maybe this is just because we're older, but I don't see that as like being as critical.
No.
But also, nerdiness is like cool.
Yeah. Look at fake glasses everywhere.
But also what about... also, Christianity has, like, grown up a little bit in that fact, too. They're like, it's Satan! No! Some crazy kid killed somebody, but it's just pretending.
Yeah.
It's just a game.
And what a game it was. We all had some pretty interesting characters. We already talked about Mushu the Fuck Dragon and Clegg Windbreaker. But we haven't talked about Tiny Fat Jake yet, who was probably my favorite character in our campaign.
Oh, wow.
Tiny Fat Jake.
I was really proud of Tiny Fat Jake. All the time.
Who were you?
He was a dwarf, a halfling. What was his class? Yeah. Halfling range. He was just disgusting. He farted all the time. He never washed his clothes, except maybe annually when he went home. At each time he also had sex with his mom.
Yep.
Mostly the farts. That was the plan.
Horrifying to watch.
I remember when we did my campaign and I had to like dismiss him. And it was just all about like, well, we're actually pretty close to where my mom lives. I haven't done my laundry or had sex in a really long time, so...
I like how you didn't hide it. How doing your laundry can't just be a euphemism.
It's a great man. I mean, you don't find him like that very often.
Yeah. Once subdued a beastie with a bottled fart.
Yeah, what was it? We say he ate a whole loaf of journey bread?
Right.
Yeah.
Mind you, for the people out there who don't know D&D lingo, journey bread is actually this like magical bread that supplies you with enough nutrients for like a week. So you just take nibbles on it when you're out adventuring, so you don't have to carry a bunch of food. And Tiny Fat Jake ate an entire loaf of it all at once.
So hungry. So tiny, so fat. Damn it, Tiny Fat Jake. That was all our journey bread.
Yeah, he bloated up in a way that, in my imagination, reminded me of that bit from Family Guy where Peter eats all the MREs and then drinks a glass of water. Or, dehydrated food. It was mostly gas, though, we found out when it started to come out of him. A good portion of which we trapped in a canteen, I think.
I think he shot up to the ceiling, if I recall correctly. Explosive.
Explosive decompression.
Just always imagine like some whistling firework or something straight into the ceiling. No armor though. No, did you have a helmet?
No, man. You got to be able to move when you're shaped like that.
It's true.
What was his like physical characteristics? He was like 4 feet tall and like 200 pounds or something.
Yeah, it was really ridiculous.
But very stealthy.
High stealth. I always like to think that it was just because he could be like, what was that girl's name in Willy Wonka? Violet.
Yeah,
blows up. Like
Beauregard.
he could go from like running to rolling seamlessly.
I love this character. Great in a game. He was.
And of course, there was Steve Jobs,
Yeah.
the despicable one.
The dick. Steve the Dick Jobs.
You just made deals, just wheeling and dealing constantly. All the time. Turn in your favor. You came out with land.
That was some more great drunken judgment that happened in those games.
Yeah. My character, the rogue, the asshole, the thief, the swindler, like, convinced the rest of the party that they should go retrieve our horses while I keep an eye on the guy. This dude horses and you guys or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, sure. All right, Steve, thanks for giving us a job.
And had him sign over all of his land.
Yep. Steve Jobs became the owner of an entire village.
That produced entirely too much money for a village. thousands of gold a week or something.
What happened to your title? Do you still have it? Do you still have an insane amount of money?
Must be by now.
At this point.
I gotta say though, I kind of want the spaceships from that campaign. That was John's DM campaign, and there were otherworldly creatures, and I kind of wanted those spaceships to make an appearance later, but I forgot to write it in, to be honest. Actually, I don't know if mine was before yours or not. That's the problem.
It was after.
Was it after?
Yeah.
I think I ended up going second or third or something. I ended up going a time early because I think Jen started hers, and we got to some point really early on where she wanted to like change things.
Yeah, you were second.
Yeah.
You were second. Jesse, were you third?
He was
I
third.
think it must have been. Yeah.
And then
And
you
were
went.
fourth.
Yeah. But you managed all the... You had a campaign, right? Or just...
No, I didn't do it. I did like side games when one
Yeah,
or
when the group
one or
wasn't
two people
complete,
couldn't make it.
yeah.
I would just do something on the fly.
Surprisingly well.
Yeah.
Like very...
Pretty
like,
good stuff.
oh, hey, half hour, 45 minutes to write something. Fucking... That first one, that you, like, kind of, like, wasn't out of the magazine. That shit was on point. It wasn't the zombie one.
No, it
We've
was,
already talked about
it was.
It's like
It started
cursed
off.
items.
Yeah, it was like cursed items. You guys, you were in a pub and got challenged to a drinking competition.
Yeah.
Everybody blacked out, and then you woke up wearing these cursed items that gave you some sort of like
Some
like-
debuff to whatever.
yeah,
some
exactly,
random
to different
stat.
stats. There was like a big floppy hat that
That
ruined
was
someone's
mine.
perception.
Yeah, perception. And
And then there was like a stone backpack that lowered your agility, and the other one was a really gaudy scarf that lowered your charisma. But they were cursed. they were cursed, so that you couldn't take them off, and you had to like find this weird wizard that was present at the pub because you guys knew it was him. And yeah, you had to like climb his tower and solve a series of puzzles.
And then the items granted
Yeah,
stat pads.
yeah,
to
exactly,
previously
just
affected
reversed
stat,
it.
right?
once he had removed the curse.
Yeah, that one was really fun.
I missed that one, but I was there for the zombie quest.
Yeah, for the
I don't
mansion
really
one or
remember
the
that
temple
one.
one?
I believe the mansion one.
Oh yeah.
Where we got... Where...
Lamont Quackenbush.
Lamont Quackenbush, my side character, he was addicted to frogs. He loved kissing the prince. He's just a frog
We
addicted
found him out in the
yeah.
swamp. He claimed to have been there for multiple weeks.
He's just asleep.
So, living in a swamp.
It's a good thing you guys woke him up. Frogs are making a home of him. Bugs, too. I'm sure the dude's covered in fucking swamp mud, piss water. But yeah, we eventually went to this mansion. Before we go into that, who are your side characters?
Oh, I was Grumble Bumbles. He was a gnome right? Yeah, he was a gnome. So the picture of him in his floppy like sun hat was like touching the ground. He's so little, and he was some sort of magic person.
Like a little wizard bastard, or
Yeah, he was I don't remember exactly what class he was, but yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
just being negative at every single thing, just calling people dumb. That was great.
yeah. It's good to have those personality traits showing through in like decisions in the game. Like, you know what? I could talk peace with this guy and be diplomatic. I think I'm going to push him over a cliff and see what his guards do.
Actually, one of our mutual friends, Ben, was telling me that when I played Mushu, I had to like find myself like holding my tongue for like, oh, I can't be solving this puzzle. I'm dumb. I'm a dumb character. And he was like, no, you should just walk into a room and just do the dumbest thing you can think of at any point, because it's more fun to try and break the game that way. But yeah, it's kind of why I want to try out making a new character for when we start back up.
Yeah, same here, man. But that quest, yeah. See, Lamont Quackenbush was a worthless piece of shit. I mean, he's just always fucking doped up.
But that was a real name, too, that you'd seen on a piece of paperwork, right?
Yeah. I saw it on paper. Well, I saw Lamont these were both last names.
Okay.
Lamont, which I just thought was always cool, and Quackenbush, which is not. But
It just does not sound real. Like, no way that's legitimate. I guess it's gotta be, but...
Like, your great grandpa was a forest hermit, and he found his forest wife, and then they moved into the suburbs. And, he just renamed himself Quackenbush or something. That's how you start the line of Quackenbushes.
So I imagine some, like, patriarch of a family that just amassed a fortune on some terrible patent on, like, radio tubes in the post-vaudeville area. Like, oh, yeah, your great-grandfather Quackenbush.
Yeah, well...
Smart man.
He saw the future with radio.
Well, in the spirit of that, then that means what Lamont Quackenbush is in this fantastical world. His like great grandchild, after all these riches were made, is just this giant fuck up.
It's perfect. He's addicted to drugs. It's just like real life.
And he's just a bard,
I don't want to go to magic accountant school, Mom and Dad.
And you can focus on the music.
He's not even very good at it either. But yeah, he just like fell asleep in this mansion, like tried to get out, but then all of a sudden, zombie horde outside. So we had to go back in. We were trapped. We had to barricade. Lamont passed out. And you guys,
we're still conflating too, because the zombie horde was a different, different one,
but we
different side quest. Yeah, because we went down into the basement of this church. Mm-hmm. And I think there was a cult trying to do something, and
No, there was some artifact that you touched in it, like...
I thought there was
everything that had ever lived, right? Like,
within a certain radius of the temple.
Yeah. Yeah.
We had to
that's why there was a T-Rex.
There was a zombie T-Rex.
We had to survive the night.
Yeah, the other one was like well, I guess it was also reanimated corpses, but it was like some like necromancy thing.
Yeah, there was a
different
lord.
Context. I see.
Yeah, slightly different brands. It's the minutia, man. It's what makes the world so rich.
Okay, because Quackenbush was definitely awake enough to be at this thing where we were trapped inside somewhere.
Oh yeah, and that's why you were out in the swamp for so long, because like once you hit an area, like once you were in this magic bubble, you couldn't leave again until you were like dead and experimented on, essentially. Right?
Yeah.
Should we reveal our third segment, the super special D&D for double digits.
Yeah, I think so.
We decided that since we're all here as a reunion, us D&D players, that we are going to play a sort of impromptu game of D&D. This was just decided right before we started recording, so I had about 15 minutes maybe while you guys went and got beer to come up with a small quest, and these guys have been brainstorming characters. So let's hear them.
My guy, his name is Remus Muhan.
All right, Remus Muhan.
Mm-hmm. He played basketball a lot until he hurt his knee, which is a story he doesn't like to talk about. And now he's, to please his dad, trying to be an apothecary, but he's not really got his heart in it.
All right.
All right. So I've given it some thought, and by some, I mean one entire minute. My character is Fizzles.
Fizzles are.
Fizzles is a pastry chef, a short human pastry chef that dabbles in, the dark arts. The dark farts. So, yeah. I mean, are we, I don't know what point in time we are in this other universe. Are we in the same universe as our other characters?
We'll find out.
No, this is new.
Damn, okay.
Well, no, it can be. You can do a callback if you want.
Alright, I was thinking if we're slightly in the future, he's heard of the legend of Tiny Fat Jake. Tiny Fat Jake has long become this prized farting saint.
Unlikely hero.
Unlikely hero.
You never know what people will latch on to.
So,
The farts, the love.
He's reading. Yeah.
That's what Game of Thrones is going for, right? I guess. Oh, okay. My character's name is Old Fitzgerald.
Alright.
He's a gnome warrior, but he's like 80. He's seen some shit, but he's older. It's gonna be fun. And with that, we will be back after this for some D&D. Hell yeah.
Bum ba-da-ba-dum, bum ba-bum, ba-da-da-dum, bum ba-dum, ba-da-dum, bum ba-dum, ba-da-da-dum, 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 ba-dum, ba-da-da-dum.
I think that was really good.
Our journey begins in the library of the community college of Estaniaville. That's the name of the city where you guys all live. Old Fitzgerald, our crazed elder gnome warrior, is sitting in the library.
Who is this?
Trying to figure out how to use one of these new fandangled magic scrolls that taps into the magic world web.
I can't hear you.
So he's sitting there, he's getting frustrated, he's got his magic quill pen out, and he's trying to figure out how to use this thing. He's been out of the adventuring game for a while, and, he's starting to get arthritis, because he's pretty damn old.
Everything hurts.
So his magical practitioner advised him to, get back out there and start adventuring again. And he recommended to him to go on a Cragilius list, which can be accessed through this magic scroll network.
How do you spell that?
So he's on Cragilius list, looking for a magic adventure to go on. And he's visibly frustrated, and along comes Remus Muhan, seeing this crazed old gnome who obviously does not attend this school trying to use this magic scroll computer and decides to help him.
Bro, are you having trouble with the scroll?
Do I know you?
I don't think so. Do you belong here? You look pretty old.
I'm trying an adventure.
Well, alright, you don't know what you're doing. Let me see that pen.
Okay. Here.
So Remus Muhan accesses the scroll network and starts looking through adventures, and there's lots of spam like magically increase the size of your penis in 30 days, and
Yeah, bro.
there's a prince who wants you to deposit some gems into a vault.
Oh, he seems nice.
Yeah, he'll give you a cut if you're interested, but
Oh.
So you eventually find this very mysterious post, and it gives you a map. Claims that there's some untouched treasure there, but it's a dangerous, perilous journey.
No. Oh, cool.
So you guys,
Neato.
so Remus and Old Fitzgerald decide to take up this quest.
Do you want
I need to. My dad cut me off, man.
Oh,
You said you wanted an adventure. This is...
all right. Just don't try to pull any knives on me.
No,
That's
I'm
all
all
right.
right. No, you're crazy.
I don't want to have to chop any hands off.
Coach, take it easy.
So
I'm not your coach.
I'm gonna call you Coach.
Oh. That's fine.
So you look at the map and you realize it's about a day's journey on foot. If you set out on early in the morning, you can get there before the sun goes down. So you decide to head over to the local bakery to get some journey bread, where you find Fizzles behind the counter.
Hello.
Better ring that bell, man. I'm in the back.
You know we don't have sound effects.
Ding.
Shit. What? All right. Wow. What do you guys want, man? What's your fix today?
We're going on a journey, man. We need some bread. Because we're gonna make some bread, right, Coach?
You mean like journey bread?
The eponymous,
I mean, like
yes.
money, but yeah, I want to eat the journey bread.
Shit, man. I ain't got money. I can't give you money, but I don't know. Where you from, man?
Man, I go to the city school. Come on, I got a student ID and bread.
Just around the corner. All right. Yeah, man. I'll.
Can I get a discount?
He is old.
Fuck, man. You got your scroll.
I might be your father. I don't know.
That's gross.
Maybe, man. I don't even know. I don't even know my dad.
That's sad. Anyway, bread.
You're
Come
only
on.
making my point.
Yeah. You're funny, old man.
I try.
Ah, man. I should bring her on the shacks, dude, in the forest. Oh, dude. All my friends would get such a kick out of that.
No thanks.
Fucking old man act you got. I like that.
No, it's not an act.
Yeah, whatever. All right. So,
Yeah,
so yeah, man. You want journey bread?
yeah.
All right.
Two journey breads. Man. Come on, champ.
Oof, all right. I'll cook you guys up some journey bread. Where are you guys going?
I don't know. What did the post say?
What?
We're doing a job, man. I just gotta move some stones. I just need the bread, stones, ball in the hoop, points. Come on.
All right, man. I mean, is it cool? Like, is it a cool quest? You can
It's a good quest, yeah, but just whatever,
pretty
man. You're
hip.
wasting my time. How much is the
I'd say
bread?
it's pretty hip.
Because I don't have any money. It's
Like-
free, though, right? I mean, I got my
You don't
student
even
ID.
have, like, coppers on you?
Got my student ID. I can fucking shoot a 3. You want to
I've
see
got
that?
my AARP card.
All right, man. If you shoot a 3, I'll give you this journey bed for free.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Let me out of the money?
You just gotta shoot
How
a
about
3.
I kill you?
All right, so the party
I could do that too.
The party, now 3 strong, goes out into the alleyway where there's a makeshift hoop attached to the back of the building.
Built this out of a pan, man. I just pop the top, pop the bottom, you know? Now it's a hoop. It's pretty cool. All my friends come by.
You have friends?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Look, I just met this guy. I'm sorry, man. I don't know.
I'm old.
Yeah.
All right, toss me the rock. Toss me the rock, bro.
Respect me.
All right. Whew. Here you go, man.
That's not a rock.
Alright, so Remus Muhan now has a large rock that he's going to attempt to toss into this hoop made out of a pan.
I also, I grab my knee with a worried look on my face before I take the jumper.
And he makes it. He makes the 3-point shot.
Boom, shakalaka.
That was cool. I didn't believe in you, but you showed me another side of life.
Even with a top-down rock. Pretty impressive.
It's not easy working at a bakery, man. You should know. I mean, you don't, but if you knew, you'd know. It's tough. I ain't get out of here.
Come with us, man. I can't handle this guy by myself. You've seen him.
I don't...
Yeah.
Keeps following me. He says he's a fighter. I don't believe it. If you want to help, I would appreciate it. I'll give you the money, too, since you gave me the bread for just throwing a rock in a hoop.
I'll
Now
carry
you got
you in your
money.
sleep.
All right. I
Both
like
of you.
you. I like your style, man. I like your style, old man.
You're weird.
Come on, coach.
Alright, so the party, now best of friends.
Totally.
Yeah, man. We're gonna play hoops. I'll bring my friends to the back.
So they set out out on their journey, heading north from Estaniaville. That's what I named this place, right?
Surprisingly, yes, I think
I
that's
get
right.
it.
Yep.
So they set out heading north, travel along a dirt road for a while, till they hit the point on the map where there seems to be a cut off to the left, but there's no trail there. So what do you guys do?
Whoa, did you see this, coach?
Which coach are you talking about?
Coach. She's so cool.
That's so college,
The
man.
guy from Oklahoma.
Does this look like a thing to you, though? Fizzle, right?
Yeah, man. I don't know. What is it exactly?
I don't know. I'm gonna go take a look.
Yeah, you should.
You're
Yeah.
looking for a trail. All right.
Well,
So since you're somewhat college educated, go ahead and roll. I'll give you a +2 to this.
All right. Oof.
Oh, and you fail to find a trail, and you end up walking everyone right into a swamp.
well, I'm glad I'm tall. Not? Right? That's a thing you kids like.
You guys gotta help me out, man. I'm 4 feet tall.
I'm
My
not.
combat boots are like in this shit, dude. I can't. I need to watch this for the party tonight.
And this is
Why
terrible
are-
for my sneaks.
All right. Well, since Remus is the tallest one here, being a basketball player now, well, an aspiring basketball player, he manages to
I've
get out of
never
the
seen
swamp,
him.
and you have to roll a strength check to pull Fizzles and Old Fitzgerald out of the muck. And
Is it my knee?
you fail to do so. But in the effort,
Oh,
they manage to
man.
clamber themselves out. But they both have leeches on their penis.
That's gross, bro. Coach, what's on your dick?
It's a leech. I think.
Oh man, that thing's sucking the strength out of you, dude.
Me, you too. We're in the same
Oh
boat.
shit! Ah!
Do I have to roll for?
Does anybody have anything on them that might?
I have hands, leeches, son.
Fuck!
All right, roll to pull your leech off. Just gonna yank it out there.
Do you want to count to 3 and do this?
Alright, man. Alright. 1, 2.
You gotta roll.
No.
You have to roll 2.
Shit. Get the
1,
leech up.
2, 3.
Ah.
Oh no.
Alright. So old Fitzgerald manages to yank the leech
That's how it's done.
right off of his dingus. And it kind of bleeds a little bit, but he's okay. He's a tough old man.
I used to eat these things.
This feels worse
One
than
of
I
my
went to the
enemy's
doctor.
blood.
Fizzles, on the other hand, being a fan of, like Slayer and stuff, he decides that, I tried to pull the leech off. It's pretty metal though, to have like this thing sucking on my dick, sucking the blood out of my dick. So I'm just gonna leave it there. And so you guys finally find the path.
Pussy.
I got cool with it.
You're traveling.
Dark, bro.
Yeah, man. I've been practicing, and like this is only gonna help.
So you travel your way through these woods and come upon a tall stone spire. And you approach the doors and you open them. You walk into a room, and at one end of the room there are a carton of Fabergé eggs, and all across the room there are ladders of varying height. So what do you want to do?
Do these ladders slide?
Yeah, they're just like propped up like wooden ladders.
Can I inspect the eggs?
Yes, you can.
I sit down.
Tired. So old.
It's a lot of walking. Fuck off.
You sit, old man.
So you look at the eggs, and you realize that they're very, very fragile. And there's an inscription on the carton that says, in order to proceed, one of these eggs must fall 30 feet to the floor.
Alright, I am gonna snag an egg,
Break them all, man.
pick them up, and
Dump them out there.
How many
Hey.
eggs are there?
There's 12. It's a carton of eggs.
Okay.
how big are these eggs?
How many ladders were there, too?
There's maybe a half dozen ladders.
One egg has to fall 30 feet?
It doesn't specify. It just says, in order to proceed, an egg must fall 30 feet to the floor.
Okay. Alright.
Well,
It's also really low.
maybe
I
we
didn't
should,
get a lot out of that. Potentially.
we should save some of these for food.
Yeah, man, there might be like real eggs in it. Yeah, I mean, I would think
I lived
that.
through the greatest depression. It was pretty great. Depression-wise.
What'd you do? Eat goat's hooves and...
Oh,
You know?
lots of dirt.
Ah.
Mostly dirt.
You took an egg, though? What are you going to do with
Yeah,
that?
I'm gonna take an egg. I'm gonna climb up one of these ladders. How tall are these ladders?
They're varying heights.
Okay.
That's the game.
Can I pick the tallest one? No, wait. I'll pick the second tallest one.
Okay. Alright. So, you climb up the ladder, and what do you do?
Alright. I am gonna say... Hey, man, check it out. I'm up this ladder. I was down there and now I'm up here. I'm really bad at making jokes, okay? I'm just trying, man.
Okay,
It's really,
Drake.
really lonely in the bakery. But okay, alright. Yeah, I'm gonna toss one of the eggs. So I'm gonna chuck it in the air and throw it kind of across the room, give it a good arch. Say, haha, basketball man, you got this?
I want to dive and try and catch the egg. Alley-oop.
Roll.
It's fucking neat.
Ooh. So Fizzles climbs upon the ladder, gives his little spiel, and tosses the egg. And it flies through the air. From the second tallest ladder, about 3/4 of the way before it hits the floor, the egg bursts into light And Remus makes a dive for the egg, but as he's running to dive for it, his knee kind of buckles a little bit, and he just falls face first, and the egg lands in front of him, this Fabergé egg, and shatters. And out of it comes an imp, who starts immediately just shooting fireballs around the room.
Oh, I've got this one.
Ah, fuck. Don't let it shoot me in my leech dick. I need to keep that.
Alright, so Old Fitzgerald, what are you going to do?
I unsheath my sword,
Okay.
the mighty Garfield, and I strike at the imp's head.
Alright, roll.
Oh,
Ooh.
not great.
So you actually manage to not unsheath your sword, but undo your belt, and your pants fall around your ankles.
Oh, that's not a sword.
Dang, man.
So Fizzles, you're atop the ladder. What are you going to do about this imp who's shooting fireballs around the room?
Fuck. I forgot all the Fabergé eggs down there, otherwise, like, I could totally, like, hit him up there. but I guess, I'm gonna climb down this ladder. This dude's shooting all over the fucking place. You know, I don't like that. So, I'm going to just recall every fight I've seen in my life on the streets and every fight scenario I've played out in my head and try rolling on the ground to grab a Fabergé egg
We need to kill it,
to hit him in the face.
but it'll just spawn another one.
Spawn. Oh, shit, old man.
This guy doesn't even have pants on, though. He might be wrong.
You might be wrong. But you know what? I think it's worth a try. I mean, like,
No!
alright,
Kill it
fine.
first!
Fine, old man. Alright, I'm gonna take my shoe.
Where's your bloodlust, child?
I'm gonna take my shoe, my combat boot off, and then I'm just gonna beat it in the forehead.
Alright, roll.
Troubled childhood.
Am I the only one with a weapon?
Man, you guys just took me out of a
Dear God.
fucking bakery. Like, you guys could have told me something. Oh, shit, that's right. Adventure. Ah!
Oh, no.
And we've got a critical fail. So Fizzles takes off his shoe and goes sprinting at the imp to beat it in the face with his shoe. He trips, and the shoe launches out of his hand and hits old Fitzgerald directly in the face, and he falls onto his butt.
Thanks. Thank you.
Yes. Now he is pantless and on the floor. And
Can I pull up my pants now?
so
Or do I have to wait?
Roll for it.
So all this time, Remus has finally gathered himself, and now it is his turn to try and deal with this imp, who still doesn't seem to be even dealing with you guys. He's just shooting fireballs around the room.
I'm still just going to attack him. I just, box out back a couple steps, and then just, do a wicked bounce pass with my basketball on him. I have a basketball, by the way.
Oh, man.
Straight bounce
roll.
pass to crush him.
Oh. Damn, you guys are rolling
Yeah.
shitty tonight.
Yeah.
Top down rocks. I'm telling you.
Alright, so, you go for a bounce pass, and you end up completely missing. You don't, it hits a stone or something on the floor, and the basketball shoots off to the left and hits the entire carton of Fabergé eggs, and they go flying through the air. All of these eggs are just flying around the room, and you lose a turn because you have to deal with your pants and getting up, which is going to take a while. You're an old man.
That I am.
So, I guess that makes it Fizzle's turn.
Alright.
Fizzles, you have one shoe on. There's
Yeah, man.
eggs all flying through the air.
First, you know what? I think I'm gonna yell at that imp. and say, "Hey, man, why are you doing this shit? Why can't you be cool?"
The imp he like doesn't even realize that you guys are in the room. It seems
Can you
he's
hear
doing
me
his
at all?
own thing.
Well, I yelled. I feel ignored. So I am going to try and catch one of these Fabergé eggs.
All right, roll.
Alright.
Best of luck.
Oh!
Finally.
So,
Did he catch? How many could he catch?
so Remus suddenly realizes that maybe these eggs are, important, considering one of them has to fall 30 feet to unlock the door, or to, well, yeah. So he goes for the nearest egg, makes a sliding dive, and catches it. Right before it hits his hand, it bursts into a glowing light. He catches it. The imp disappears, and all of a sudden, a stone door goes sliding into the ground, revealing the way forward.
Awesome.
What a lucky bounce, Coach. What do we see?
It's just it's a doorway. You can't see through it. It's dark.
Hold on! Wait for me!
Right.
I have pants that need pulling up.
All right, so you guys proceed through the doorway. There's a staircase that spirals up, and you enter another room. At the opposite side of the room, there's another similar stone door, and in the center of the room, there's a pedestal with a button on it.
I hook shot to hit the button immediately with my basketball.
Roll. That's a 20. So,
Yeah.
so Remus does the
all
hook
coming
shot.
back.
The ball bounces right off the button, dead center. That would be a swoosh if it was in a basket.
I hope
And-
that button wasn't bad.
So,
You hit the shit out of it.
I nailed it, Coach.
Doesn't matter. This is pretty
Up,
cool.
up,
Did you see
up,
that?
up,
Did you
up,
see that?
up.
so the stone door lights up, and you see inscribed on the stone door in light, it says 1:00, and you hear this disembodied voice echo throughout the room. Exactly 1 minute to resolve the riddle here that you must solve. If you believe you may fall short, press the button. Time will restart. I know it's a slant rhyme. Fuck you guys. And the timer starts counting down. Hold on. Not right now. 1 minute.
Alright, I'm pretty short, man. I'm like 4 feet tall. So, is it something like we can run through?
Can I hear it again? I'm old.
45 seconds.
Oh.
There's nothing to run through.
Oh.
What's the riddle, bro?
Let me... Okay, hold on. I'll pause it.
Fuck, read it again.
Exactly 1 minute to resolve the riddle here that you must solve. If you believe you may fall short, press the button. Time will restart. 35 seconds.
I'm gonna go run and slam that button down.
Yeah, is it like reachable?
All right, you reset the time. Oh, hold on. This worked before. Okay, 1 minute.
I don't know, Coach.
Yo, man, you guys better think of something. I gotta get back to work.
I
45 seconds.
this is the only thing in the room, correct?
There's a couple of bookshelves.
Okay, someone stay on the bookshelves, or stay on the button.
30 seconds.
Tall guy. Check the bookshelves. I'll check high or low. You check high, or you can lift me up. I'll check high as well.
Got it, Coach.
Okay.
I
Is there anything on the bookshelves?
15 seconds.
slammed the
There's
button
a
down
couple
again.
of all right. There's a couple of dusty old books None of them seem really that important. The bookshelves are mostly empty. There's like maybe 4 books.
Okay.
45 seconds.
Any good titles?
So nothing about Cthulhu. Don't worry, it's fine.
30 seconds.
The button.
Exactly 1 minute to resolve the riddle here that you must solve.
Should we just let it go down?
We gotta
Just wait
15
1 minute?
seconds.
Maybe 1 minute of
think
patience?
We press it at 0, maybe.
10, 9,
Don't push
8,
it, bro.
7,
I don't
Go
know,
big or go
6,
home, man. You miss all the
5,
baskets you
4,
don't take.
3, 2, 1,
Here, push it.
and the timer restarts. Oh, damn it. At 1 minute.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Well, we have a minute to fill.
alright.
My mistake.
You guys know some old-timey trumpet songs?
Yeah.
45 seconds.
Your grandpa listened to that one. I like that one. I mean, if we only got like 30 seconds to live, you know.
Well,
Gotta hear my grandpa's trumpet song. I mean, you're not my grandpa or my dad, but...
I might be. We've covered.
Dude, I saw your guys' dicks with leeches on them, and it was kind of weird how they looked the same. I'm just gonna say that.
They were related. I don't know, man.
Was it just the leech that looked the same?
No, man, it was...
No.
You know. You know.
15 seconds.
Coach.
Well, I hope we don't die in 15
10.
seconds.
9, 8,
Gotta have
7,
faith, bro. Play like a
6,
champion today.
5,
Yeah,
4,
there we go, man.
3,
It's the best.
2, 1.
Are we dead?
The door
What's that
slides
noise?
open.
Well, I was wrong. I made a rash judgment and regret it.
Hey, guys, we did it. You see, we didn't have to do very much, but we did it.
Well,
Go home with gold.
So you travel through the door. Another stairway leading upwards, ever upwards in the spire. And you come upon a hallway just utterly riddled with traps. You see arrows, you see poison darts, you see spikes in the floor. There's stones ready to crush you. There's just every trap you could possibly think of. But there is a plaque to the left that says, "A clever trap before you, impassable it may seem. A rogue's devices worked against, and magic fails to glean. A great reward and glory wait for those who still stand tall. Too bad the only way to pass is someone take the fall."
I'm gonna whip my basketball again. Just whip it down the hall.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll. A 2. So you whip your basketball, and this actually works in your favor because it totally slips out of your hand and bounces on the floor once, and then just rolls all the way down the hallway.
All right.
Doesn't set off any of the traps.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like anything's happened, guys. I mean, so did that
did
ball
no
bounce?
one refill the traps?
Coach, the ball! I got it!
I'm.
And I climb. I just jump.
Oh no!
Crawl
I'll
through the
go.
ball.
I'm old.
Hey, guys.
I mean, I'm the only one with a weapon. But
Me?
Yes.
no!
Coach, I got this!
I'm gonna chill.
You,
So-
oh shit!
So Remus,
You do have this.
immediately concerned about his basketball, because it's already like 30 feet away from him. It's way too far.
Life is basketball. The Rock.
He immediately just dives for it, starts crawling across the floor, chasing after his basketball, and makes it to the other side of the hallway, basketball intact, on the other side of the traps, and he sees a button near the door.
Hey, man,
Throw
what,
my basketball at it.
No!
yeah, dude, what happens if you push that button, dude?
So he throws his basketball at it.
That's what I do, man.
You hear a loud kerchunk sound, and all of the traps retract.
That's
Is that good?
no.
Oh.
No, the
Throw your basketball over here. I want to play some hoop games.
Pass.
The traps are all gone.
Pass.
The passage is cleared.
You open?
What?
I do a wicked chest pass.
No, yes, throw that over here. Please.
Come on, man. I'm open.
Bounce pass it, I think, maybe.
So you successfully complete the bounce pass.
It's a chest pass. They're different.
Oh, sorry.
Strategy.
The chest pass.
Okay, I guess I'll start walking through.
And you make it to the other side of the hall.
Okay, I thought it reset, but I guess I'm wrong.
Alright. I will follow. I'll just go through.
Alright. And, well, the door is already open. Sorry, I forgot that part. When the traps retracted, the door opened.
Okay.
I'm an awesome DM. I'm also making all this up. But, so, you go through the doorway, up another set of stairs, you walk into another room, across the room, the final door.
Oh,
You know that because you saw that
threes.
there was only, there's 3 stairs. 3 floors from the
really?
outside. This college boy over here saw that. Most perceptive.
It's just a number.
So you walk up to the door and you realize that there's a stone face engraved into the door. And there's also underneath that some written words that says, "To twice rap upon the door, a query you will hear, a clever answer as result, the asker be endeared."
Hey, man. Somebody knock on that door.
So I want to do a bounce pass off the floor that hits the face, and then I'm going to alley-oop it and hit it in the face.
Dude, man, I love your skills.
Roll.
I'm completely impressed. It's the best break I've ever been on.
Alright, so you bounce past to the door. 1 knock. Alley-oop, right into the face. A 2nd knock. The face, kind of dazed, all of a sudden animates and says, "Who's there?"
Hello.
Who are you, man?
The face all of a sudden furrows its brow and spits an imp out of his mouth.
Why?
Fuck, dude.
What?
This imp, however, seems much more aware of your presence and shoots a fireball at... Do some more.
Wiener roll.
At Fizzles.
Fuck. Alright,
You take 2 points of damage.
Ooh.
Even
How
though I
much,
haven't...
how much do we have? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
It's
a
our
lot?
HP.
No, it's not a lot.
That's 2 of 3.
Alright, man. So I got... Can I retaliate?
Yes, you can retaliate.
Okay. I'm really fucking mad, man. I'm just gonna, like, bum rush this guy. And so I started...
Keep in mind, you only have 1 shoe still.
Yeah. So I taunt him
So
a
1
little
less
bit.
weapon, you're down.
I taunt him a little bit by stomping the foot with the shoe, like a running bull in a cartoon, and I'm going like, yeah, and I go after him, and I try to tackle his ass.
Alright.
Yeah. All right. So 11.
Okay, so you charge at the imp and try and tackle him. And mind you, he's just a little imp, maybe like 7 inches tall, flying in the air, just throwing fireballs.
Dude's short.
So you dive at him and squash him against the ground, and he just bursts into blood, and now you have blood all over your shirt.
I scream because I've never seen so much damn blood in my life. I mean, I'd say, like, I did, but I haven't.
Alright.
Dude, this is horrifying. I just squashed this little fucker.
That's nothing.
I don't
I've
know.
decapitated people.
You're gonna have to sit me down and tell me some stories, old man, but
I
like,
will.
I don't know. I just...
You need help. Guidance.
Guidance, yeah, man. I just help. I don't need this shit in my life, but like, all right, you know what? He's dead. He's not shooting stuff at us. So
Is the door doing anything?
yeah,
The door is just kind of looking at you guys quizzically now.
Can I read the plaque again?
To twice rap upon the door, a query you will hear. A clever answer, as result, the asker be endeared.
What was the third line?
To twice rap upon the door, a query you will hear. A clever answer, as result, the asker be endeared.
Okay.
So was that the question then?
Yeah,
Who's there?
I got it.
Yeah.
I got it.
Knock, knock.
That's exactly
Right?
Yep, you said knock knock, and the door answers, who's there?
Who's got one? Who's got one?
Jabral.
Jabro, who?
Jabroni.
The door laughs and slides down.
What? I think that door has a problem.
I don't know, man. Did you catch that? That was a good joke.
Who are you people? Did we meet at some community college? What is this?
So the door slides down and opens into a brightly lit room. You cross the threshold of the door, and you find 3 treasure chests, each one inscribed with your initials.
Well,
Nice.
odd.
Yeah.
Let's go open that shit up.
Yeah, who is here, I wonder, though I won't question any further.
The chests are not locked. You can see that.
Hey, old man, why don't you open up your chest first?
I don't. I mean, who wants to go first?
I mean, you should just, like, poke at it with your sword and, you know, take a look.
This feels okay, I guess. I'll try to open it with my sword.
So old Fitzgerald walks over to the treasure chest and opens it with his sword, and inside he finds a coupon for a lifetime supply of Ben Gay.
Oh,
Dude, you won.
Okay.
You like that shit, right?
I mean,
To deal with the arthritis.
sure, but a lifetime supply kind of implies that I have a full lifetime left, and that's not so.
Yeah, man.
Just until you die.
I'll trade with someone.
I don't know. All right, well,
Black market,
if you got a
baby.
gift like that, I mean, I might need some, but like later. I'm gonna open this chest. I'm gonna kick it open with my one boot.
And inside Fizzle's chest, he finds a pentagram made out of croissant.
Fuck, dude,
Perfect.
this is the best. I really want to eat this, but I just started learning about this stuff like a month ago, and like I think I'm okay with it. But I'll just like, well, I wonder if I should nibble on it.
Do you want to trade? You sure?
I mean, at least I can eat this. I
Okay.
can't eat Bengay, dude. I don't
I
get a lot of
mean-
people in my store.
You should probably use the Bengay, man. Last time we had a fight, your pants fell off and you were on your ass.
That has nothing to do with joints.
Your joints didn't
This
hold up
isn't-
your pants,
This
man.
isn't fair. I feel gypped.
Open mine too.
Alright, Remus opens his chest, and inside he finds a jersey for the one, the only, Magic Johnson,
Like Larry Bird better, but
and a brand new basketball palm.
Yo, dude, looks like you probably like won or something.
Yours is the most practical, I guess.
Honestly,
look
I
good.
could make this. I work in a bakery. I could make this pentagram.
Is it a magic?
And
croissant?
they all live happily ever after in the worst D&D story ever made in 20 minutes. Bum ba-na-na, ba-na-na, bum bum ba-na. Bum ba-na-na, ba-na-na, bum bum ba-na. Bum ba-na-na, ba-na-na, bum bum ba-na.
Bum, 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 bum,
Bum ba-na-na, ba-na-na, bum bum ba-na.
bum, 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 bum,
Bum ba-na, ba-na-na, bum bum ba-na.
bum, 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 bum.
Bum
Another masterpiece.
It's time to end this very special episode of Fuzzy People. Let's do some plugs real quick. Richard, what are you on the social medium?
When I'm on mostly Facebook, but even that, it's just a phone book nowadays. When I'm on Twitter, I'm at Kniazuk, at Kniazuk, and I've also been writing some stories for machineculture.com, so
Hell yeah.
check those suckers out. Tony, where you at?
I should also have some stories up soon on machineculture.com. And also, you can find my encounters with weirdos on the CTA at CTA Shoutouts on Twitter.
Hell yeah. John, do you have anything you would like to plug? Does
A great probiotic yogurt drink flavored by Lifeway Food Company known as Kefir. Drink it, you'll feel better.
Okay.
No. You're going to ask me about the band?
Yeah.
No, we don't have any shows upcoming. We're working on recording right now. We've had some
Cool.
technical problems getting equipment that we don't own because we're poor. But we have
Rock
most of
and
it.
roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, this requires theft from a van. You
Yeah.
have to find a rock and roll van sitting in a parking lot somewhere. Snag those instruments, man, because you need them. You need them more.
Yeah. Nothing to announce now, but soon. Very hopefully.
Cool.
Very
We would like to have the collective of the band on at some point. That would be very fun. Scheduling has been the main conflict.
Yeah,
But,
shit, with practice.
yeah,
you
just
know,
like
it's not
D&D.
easy.
It's half the battle.
It's always
yeah.
Scheduling.
Everybody in the same place at once.
yeah. Okay, but I'm on Twitter at Jesse Nicholas, JesseNicolaus, and you can find us at machineculture.com. If you'd like to contact us, it's machineculture@gmail.com. And let's see, special thanks to Dylan Sote for helping us as our sound engineer.
Woo!
And also special thanks to Mike Megan for letting us use his song as our intro and outro. If you like what you hear, find him at RXM Reality on Facebook and SoundCloud. Thank you very much. This has been episode 10 of Fuzzy People. This has been fun.
Yeah.
We love you. High fives all around.
Yeah.